Good afternoon, students. In today's class, we will see another automation tool, which is also for the load testing, and it is a JMeter, which is Apache JMeter. This Apache JMeter is an open source, means it's a free software testing tool which can be available as a easy, and we can make the changes. Open source means what? If any user or any person want to make their own testing version, they've been allowed to make the changes to that one. Easily can be downloadable one. You can make the changes to that, means the features what it is providing, and it will perform the testing here. So while coming to the previous one, that is a load runner. The load runner is not a is not an that is open source here. It should be purchased, and you can use its free the trial versions also, but you may not be use this versions which are being downloaded easily, which are not developed means on our Google server. Whereas JMeter here is we can download that one, and in our system we can access these testing tool features as easily. And coming to the that is cost effectiveness, the load runner is expensive, or whereas the JMeter is not an expensive one. So here, while coming to the performance representation, to understand the process of this load runner, it is a complex one when we are comparing with this JMeter software. And if we are taking the versions to be paid or any persons were being specified, means what happens here is it is allowing, both the things are allowing, but the problem here is whether it is how far it is been allowing to access. We need to know about this one. So here we are using this JMeter, which is being developed by this Java presentation, and also it is used for the load testing only. Load testing means in the previous class we have seen means a multiple users will be there. The multiple users are trying to access a website or any app, or any means multiple users are using that one at a time. So what happens here is if that means that app or the product is able to access these requests what we are erasing from the that multiple users, means maybe 100 or 200, or you may specify many users there, thousands of the users can specify. So here this JMeter what we are considering is a easily available one, and what it is doing is it is also performing the same process which is being followed by the load runner. Here we are accessing the information, or we are processing the information from the each and every user, and we are recording that thing. And the script what we are recording has to be replayed. Why so here is when you are testing a load based one, the replay recording or the important steps. Here if you are taking the recording session, so here in this recording what happens here is it will load all the data, all the processings into that one by the user, means whatever he is performing on that web page will be recorded there. What makes this responsive low, or the at what time it is getting the response as a low, means a very low time or the high time, we need to see at which time or the within which time it is being connected or it is being traversing, means it is being opening that web pages or accessing that one. We need to know that one, and it is being support or been used in the multiple environments also. And what is the framework we are using for this one? Here is the Java. And we need to install this JDK into our mission to access that one. And the what type of the testings it will be performed by here, it can perform the unit testing, and then functional testing will be there, and web-based testing, database testing, and then it will use this monitorization will be there, and also web service one FTP testing. All these types of the test plans will be considered when we are using this JMeter, and it is been using this tools for JDBC and the next FTP, LAP, and also some multiple representations here. And here, why we are choosing the monitor here is, monitoring here is, we need to take these how far the system is working for this person to person or for the system to system. Means the system requirements will change now. So based on the system requirements, how far it is working, whether it is exhibiting its features or not, we need to see here. For that, we are also having the monitor representation for the processing. And coming to the, so what are the you means what it is providing here is, it is being used for this load testing now. So the load testing will help you to test the web servers, websites, and web applications. So web servers means database one. So the database representations will be considered. Means many people are trying to access the database, means what happens here, the performance of that one will be downtime will be there. Means multiple people are trying to access the data, and the server has to take the request from all those peoples who are being considering, who are being processing in that one. So here the request has to be processed by the one system, that is a one server only. Whether it is able to process these requests what we are having from the this multiple one or not, we need to see. Likewise, the website also same one. This website is means giving the accessing to the multiple, means you have the features in our website. So in this website, some may use common components, or some may use the different components there. Means regularly they will check for the one representation, or the regularly they will process for some frequently used one. And some may not go for these pages, or the some may not go for the links which it is having, because they won't consider that it is being useful for them. Means it is useful for someone. So if you are accessing these elements on the website at the same time, means some registrations, application filling, and you are logging into the system, getting the mail, or some sending the messages, all these things. So if many people are trying to access at a time, it has to be processed. That one means order will be placed now. For example, some sale is there. What happens? All the people will get onto that rush will be there on that website. Some may get the information very quickly. So the reason here is they have the good connectivity. The first thing is the good connectivity is there, and they will easily connect to the system. That is a server or the website what we are using. And the other thing here is there should be a to and fro will be means the network what we are using to and fro from you to from them should be not a traffic variant. So there is no be traffic or the congestion, all these things not to be considered. In such way it is processing, then that user will successfully finish their transaction on that website. And coming to the web applications, we need to take these applications, apps into an account also. Sometimes apps what we are using will be hung up. So how and then why they are using means what is the reason for that one? Means many users are using at the same time. If many users are using at the same time, means there will be some reasonably we need to process that one. So if you are considering the load testing that one, we need to know at what time or at this represent at this area the floating of the person or the connectivities of these persons are very high. So what we need to do, we need to take care of that one earlier only. Earlierly, we need to take care of that one. Means they are announcing them some sale wins. What they have to do? You need to estimate how many users can purchase. So how I am going to say how many users are they can purchase, means they have the information overall how many users are purchasing them. If you are providing some discount or some information which is useful for them, they will float on that website or the application. So then what he has to do, we need to take care of that load, or the means we need to take care of the each and every request, and we need to process that one. Okay, and coming to the what are the strategies, installations, what it is you need. So it uses the components in that one. The components performance will be helpful for the processing here. So here we are having the many components. The basic components will play the major role while processing the load testing. And this JMeter, Apache JMeter is a Java based one, and it is using the threading concept for processing. You better know the threading concept here. Thread concept means multiple threads will be executed using the same data. Same data, not the same data, same code will be there. Na? The same code here will be the website what we are using. The data will be changed because the user that is based on the user, whoever using that one. So that type of the considerations will be done. So here the program or the process will be only one, and we are allowing the multiple threading concept to execute in such a way only. That for that we are using one component which is called as a thread group here. And coming to the features of a that is a JMeter. So here there is no need to think about the license because it is easily available. So you can download that one easily on the Google server, and there is no need to think about whether it is a genuine one or not. Means everyone has their own versions of that one, and it is a open source. It will be developed. If you want to make the changes or you want to develop your own tool using the base that is knowledge of this JMeter, it is allowed to possible that you can choose any specification to be added for that tool. And here it is providing the testing tools in a user friendly manner. It will develop this, means the GUI is not a very complex one. The interface what is being chosen for getting the values will be easy to understand, and each and every means naive users or the beginners or the experts will have their knowledge by using it multiple times only. So here coming to this knowledge, there is no extra, means we need to know about this tool and we need to study about the tool, take the classes of the tool and need to write that one. It's not a required one. Once we need to know about the testing, means you like load runner, there is no any other separate tutorials has to be taken to know about that one. So if you want, you can take the, means if you want to know about the JMeter keenly, you need to take the some classes to get the knowledge of that one. If it is not saying that to use the JMeter, you must have the knowledge about this complete knowledge about this JMeter. So if you know the performance testing, if you know what is the performance testing and what are the types here, what are the important aspects to be considered to perform this performance testing, then it will be easy for using this JMeter. Means if you don't have any idea of the this performance testing, that it will be that is, it's not an easy task to be done by that person. So here what we need to do, we need to consider the user should know the prerequisites here is they should know the performance testing here. And we are using Java based representations now. So Java based programming are the Java based representations and some other programming languages what you are doing. So if you have the basic knowledge of that one and the basic knowledge of the performance testing and the aspects, means the features which are being used for this performance testing, all these things has been known by that person, then it will be easy to access the JMeter without any knowledge here. Means it will easily allow you to use that one and get to know about the things what we are having. And coming to the next one, support servers and the protocols. These are the servers, and then database connectivity is all these things what we are using for connecting to this web servers, web applications, or the website, or the some other representations which are using for the load testing. It is an independent one. It is not a platform dependent one. It's an independent one. So while installation, we need to check whether it is having, means multiple environments will be there. Means you can install this one, that is a JMeter on any platform. That is what you are having. You are having any Windows or Mac or Linux, it will be allowed to access this one. So here, first thing is you need to install the Java into our system, and we need to write this installation version, what we are getting, what is the verified version we are having, and we need to see whether it is having, means the Java environment has been set or not. Set the Java environments and then download the JMeter. That's all. Means the installation is easy for whether it is a Windows, Linux, or the Mac. Okay, we need to run that JMeter file. That's all. But before running that thing, means before getting into that one, what he has to do here is we need to check whether our system environment is supporting the Java version or not. So Java must be installed in that one. And for that, first we need to see the version. And for after that version getting, what you have to do is nothing but we need to set the environment. After setting the environment, download the JMeter software, any version, any representation, because JMeter is having the multiple versions here. So the multiple versions, in that multiple versions, you know, whatever means whichever be useful for you, we can choose that one. And we need to download that JMeter version. Well, now it is has been 2.9. So after the downloading that one, for the Windows, we need to take the jmeter.bat batch file. For the Linux, we are taking .sh. For the Mac also, we are taking that jmeter.sh. After installing that one, it will have this Swing application will be there. It will be displayed on this, that is icon will be, shortcut icon will be on the desktop, and you will try, means you will be ready to use the values what we are, means for testing here. And coming to the next feature, framework. So as I said, it is using the threading based one. So thread based multi-threading framework will be used because it is allowing the that is parallel execution of that one, means parallelly accessing of the means what we are having, web applications, web servers, or that any load tested based one, and it simulates the users to be used for that one. And if you are having the multiple virtual users, then there will be a that is a rush will be there, is a traffic will be there. So to just avoid the heavy traffic, we are taking this simulation into an account. And whatever the thing we are performing, first we need to start the record, and then we need to take this script here. Means whatever the work when you are, means first start the recording only, after that perform the action there. So here we need to take this plan or any work what we are doing has to be recorded, and after that what you will do, you will specify that this has been using this things, that is what we have been chosen, when it is opening that one, means at what time it is opening that link, means what are the speed of that one. All these things will be recorded. And what are the testing types we have to be performed here is, mostly we are using the performance load test, that is a stress level, and the remaining where there is a functional regression. And then next, how far it is been, how far you can endure your system. Enduring means you are just letting many users into that product, and you have to see that whether it is able to access all these things or not, we need to see. And we have the remote distributed testing concept also, which are using the master and slave concept, which is been where the user will distribute all the testers among the slaves, and the slaves has to execute this test against the server. They have to execute against one. All these results will be visualized, means graph, table, or any other visualization representation other than this descriptive one will be taken into account to represent that one. After all these things, we need to make a report which is in the XML or the any data format which is in the complete neat one. So these are the features we are having. How it is working. How it is working means in this previous one, we are using the analyzers, and we are using assemblers, controllers, all these things we are using. And now it is we need to start means start the recording here. So after starting the recording, first we need to request for the target server, which is having the number of users, not the that is less number of the users here. It should uses the many number of the users will be there. So first we need to simulate that one. After that, we need to getting into that server's response. When you are getting the server's response, the JMeter, what it is doing, how many users are there, whoever connected to that application, they will have the complete information on that one. And what is the data they are accessing there, means all are opening one website. On what are they doing, each and every person will use only one data or one representation is not the true. What they do, they will some people will search for their means some products, or some people will purchase, some people adding to their wish list, or some people they means they will just browse that one, what the offers it is having, all these things will be there. So here we need to categorize what is the means what are the data they are been doing. It has to be get into the statistical information format, and it will be given to the request, that is a requester server who is been simulating this one. After that, we need to take this recording and play into and replay into an account. This recording and replay will get the information that what is the performance of the system here. The performance of the system will be read, and we will stop the processing. We need to stop the processing. After that, we will have this metrics report. Metrics report means we need not to be consider all these things here. Means, for example, as I said, on this website, we are using many. So the website what we are representing may have many components here, but we need to just concentrate on the key components only. So for that key components only, we need to prepare a report, which is the metric based one here. So that is that can be a bar chart, or a normally a pie chart representation, or a graphical representation, or a plotting one, scattered plotting, any representations which are being useful for get the knowledge of that one has to be considered here. And coming to this components of the that is JMeter. So the first component here is the test plan. So we need to write a test plan here. So the test plan is can be means how we are specifying a test plan means it can be a container which can be used for running the test here. So what we need to test, and how we are going to test that one, and what are the information about that one, all the things has to be known in this test plan. When a test plan is complete, how we are going to specify it is a complete means if it consists of one or more elements here which has been having in this list here. If the test plan is consist of logic controllers, means this one, and thread groups, second one, sample generators or the samplers what we are having, and then listeners, timers, assertions, and configuration elements. Means other than the workbench, we are having timer, that is other than the workbench, we are having all these things. When it is including a test plan is including one or more elements. It may include a thread group, or it may include a configuration element, or a assertion, or the timer, or it will just logic controllers will be there. All these things has to be considered, or you may consider one element in the test plan, then it will be considered as a complete testing processing. So here, when we are dealing with this thread group, we must have the means apart from this samplers, listeners, and then next workbench, assertions, the remaining one, the test plan must consist of a thread group. Why so here is, what is said, we are executing our load, or we are executing these things for the multiple users, and it is using the framework which is the multi-threading one. So here we need to mention how many users should be there for processing. For the samplers or the listeners or assertions or anything, we need to specify that number of the users, which are the virtual users who are using this website or the product, we need to mention. So for each and every test plan, the important aspect here is it should use a thread group as a mandatory one. whether it is using the remaining one or not. So the combination of thread group with the others has to be considered as a mandatory representation. Okay. And coming to the thread group. So here, how we are going to process a thread group here is we need to take these how many users are there at what is the time which is being considered for the reaction, and the other one here is what is the elapsed time. All these things we need to specify. So here the test plan consists of a thread group. The thread group will have the 4 aspects here, means the remaining is not the means important one, but these 5 are the basic one. The test plan with the thread group along with these logic controllers or configuration elements or the listeners or the samplers has to be considered. If you see here, this representation, logic controller means the logic representations what we are using, means the if controller and then next loop controller. Recording is there now. So as each and every work is been designed, this work is having the controllers there. Controllers means they are been looking after these things, that is they are been monitoring the things here. So in this logic controller, we need to consider only the logic based one and also the things which are being used for processing. Modules means each and every work which is being done by the user, means you may specify that they are subprograms, or you may specify a subtask. Subprograms or subtasks will be taken into an account. Okay. And coming to the next one, which is configuration element. This configuration element is using the request processing and the variable and then the database representations one. And coming to the listeners. Listeners means from where we are taking this data and to where it is storing, all these things we are do. So it can be a graph representation, or you can take a data table representation, tree formation, or you can give a summary report about these one. And what are the samplers here is whoever sending the request, from where it is sending, what are the protocols which are using for handling this request will be come under the samplers here. Okay. And coming to the thread group. So thread group is a very important one. In the thread group, we need to define what are the important aspects of testing here. So the important aspect of testing here is, first we need to specify what is the thread group is consist of. So the thread group consists of the properties here is, as I said, three properties will be there. So which is the number of threads, and then next ramp up period means how far it has been used for, means how many times they need to sorry, not how many times, in which time, or the within the time how can I connect to that system, or the I connect to that server, means within 1 second only. And then loop count means here it is 1 means here from one system you need to allow the other the user to connect at one time only. Means for example, when you are not getting the data on this website, what you do, simply you will close the that window, that browsing window. What you will do again, you will refresh your system and try to open that one. Yes, now means if you are not having the accessing of any application or any also on your phone also, what you will clear all the apps and you will try to access that thing again. So here the loop count means each and every user, how many times they can connect to the system. What I mentioned here, 1 means only one time they will connect to the system, means number of times they will connect to that system is only one time. Means if it is delaying the response, or if it is continuously waiting, you may not close the window, or you may not refresh that thing, or you may not clear that app. If you are clearing that app, what happens here is you are not allowed to access at that particular amount of the time, because you are chosen for that one. Number of users means 100 users list will be there. And what is the ramp up period means in which time, means what is the time within the time how they are going to respond is, there is a 1. And what is the loop count here? I am giving only 1. means from each and every user, you need to count out how many times they are connecting to that system or the server. We need to count that thing. If it is allowing more than one time, there the loop count is greater than 1. That is, if it is forever checkbox is there. If you are clicking on that forever, whatever the process it is, whatever the website it is, what it is doing, it is been allowing the user to connect to that system as many as times within this period of time, or within this that is a day, or this test also. Okay, means within the test means I processed a test for 1 hour. Within the 1 hour, this count is 1, means the user may not be allowed to connect to that system twice. So this will be considered as a forbidden. Forbidden has to be specified. And if you know to take these, scheduler will be there. Means, for example, if I am considering a scheduler for getting into the system, what is the duration? Set up the delay. How far it will be delayed. All these things has to be considered. We need to specify all these things. Whenever you are installing the JMeter, this will be considered here. We need to take the test plan into an account. For adding the test plan, the main important thing is how many users are using for this test plan execution. We need to take this one. So for that one, we need to go for the thread users. In this threads one, we are having a thread group. When you are clicking on the thread group, this will be means a display on the system. So here you need to give the name. Simply you can give any name to that group, and you need to write the properties here. These three are the mandatory. These three should be the mandatory here. The ramp up period on the next loop count, what we are doing, it will depends upon the person who is being testing here. And the users, what we are using means number of threads, means how many means multi-processing is be done here is 100. And what this 100 is indirectly specifying the number of the users who are connected to that system. And coming to the next presentation, how in within the time it has to connect to the system. What you are giving means I am giving only the 1 second. You may specify 100 seconds or 1 minute or any, means 60 seconds, means within the 1 minute it has to connect to the system. If it is not connecting to the system, what happens here? You can delay that action, means you can close that window, or you can rejoin that one. When you can rejoin here, is whenever you are having the loop count greater than 1, it allows you to rejoin as many times as it is supporting. If it is taking the forever, it is allowing to access, or it means you may close many times, you may get into that website as many times as you have. Okay. And coming to the advantages of the system, free tool, that is the best advantage here we are having, because it is an open source. No need to purchase that thing, easily available on the server where you want to download. So here you can use that free tool representation and try to access the things what we are having. And coming to the platform support. So here this platform support means what it is doing, it is being specified as a platform independent. So here in this platform independent representation, what it has to, it is to provide that it is completely based on the Java, and it is not being specified that you can should use on this that is what we say on Windows or Linux or the Mac. Now that many developers are there, many developers are using many platforms, so it is being allowed that we can use as many as representations here. Okay. And coming to the next one, which is the open source, that is a best example. If it is a free tool, means it is being you consider as a open source also one main advantage here. So here it allows to customize these source code, and you can write your code based on your requirements. Means if you want to create, means for example, if you see, so this is the basic representation here. You are having some features here. You want to add the feature to that one. So what it is doing is it is allowing to add this, means make the changes to this page, what it is been providing. Okay. You may add the services here. You may delete the services, what you are not means specified as a important for you. Okay. And coming to the best feature, again, other one for the testing tool here is recording and replaying, or the playback feature here. So here, why we need to consider the recording here? The recording has been considered. Why here is whenever we are testing the load one here is, we need to know about the whatever it is providing. the users, whatever it is providing is reaching in its best way or not, we need to see. So here we are providing that that is service to the user. This service is not reaching in a best way, means there is no need to provide that service, or there is no use of that website here. What we need to do, we need to take this recording has to be done where it is being degrading. We need to look after that thing. We need to means concentrate on that thing to improve its that is a drawback there, and just to make this work in a clear manner. And coming to the last one, last resources, we can use as many as resources with that one, and it is providing the testing based on that one, plugins or other representations what we are having. Although it is having the advantages, it will have the demerits or the difficulty to implementation one. So which are being taken to the, that is reports on these reading will be very difficult to process. So that's about the JMeter. Thank you.